Explain WW2 like Durnil. Hey there, it's Durnil, says ChatGPT. And today we're going to talk about WW2, the mother of all wars. So basically, in the 1930s, there was this guy named Adolf who rose to power in Germany and had this idea. Okay, how long did this thing go on for? It looks like ChatGPT generated an entire essay. An entire essay speaking like me. That's painful. It's actually kind of creeping me out because I feel like it's using a lot of words that I generally use as well. It's like just phrasing sentences in the chaotic nature in which I speak. Someone posted this edited photo into another chat AI bot. This one I guess is supposed to exactly be me though. That's the most random thing I've ever worn. Ever. No joke. Lol. I'm not a Brazilian and I have no affiliation with Brazil. And I also love the colors Brazil represents, which I'm not sure what they mean to be honest. Oh no. I think the chat knows me a little bit too well. I don't know what the Brazilian flag colors mean. I've also got a shirt with the Dutch flag on it. I just like flags. Lol. Seeing the way I speak spoken by these chat bots makes me feel extremely unintelligent. I mean, I knew that that was the case, but it just shows I'm way lower than I thought. Mick, my brother, I've decided to move to America. It'll be so grand. You'll regret this, Patrick. They will simulate you. Cut to 100 years later. Hey, I'm back. Top of the morning, my fellow Irishmen. Oh my goodness, what have they done to you? It is the month of March for Irish heritage, so this has been going on a lot lately. Oh, when are the personal attacks gonna stop? Belgium is a country invented by the British to annoy the French. One of the greatest quotes of all time from this French leader. Belgium is just one of those things that started off as a joke, but ended up getting taken way too far. Yugoslavia holding together Slavs of great variety, many religions and other minorities. The Austro-Hungarian Empire holding together many completely different nations, ethnicities with great success. Finally, there's Czechoslovakia, same language, yet failed miserably. Where did they go wrong? Gotta admit though, didn't also these places end up failing miserably as well? Ukraine rightfully belongs to the Philippines. Put it back, thief. I mean, I can't argue against this one. I mean, obviously this country falls within their sphere of influence and everything. World Cup ends. Argentina goes back to being poor and irrelevant. Yes, I'm okay with that, responds this man from Argentina. They don't really mind. They got their dub. At this point, nothing else even matters. There are only 49 stars on that flag. I'd be deep in the cold, cold ground before I recognize West Virginia. Guess this man's not a fan of John Denver. Maybe he also fought for the South or something. But does this flag actually only have 49 stars on it? Barely even has 40. I wonder what the other couple states this old man doesn't recognize. Britons on their way home with a brand new TV set. Sir, you have to buy a TV license with that. Rare known fact about the American Revolution. This is one of the reasons why we ended up fighting for independence from the British. We knew all the way back in 1776 this would be a thing and we were like, no, we don't want any part of that. These things are gonna be expensive too because it's not just the UK that does it. In Germany, you have to pay like 20 euros per month just to watch TV. And that doesn't include like the satellite bill, I think. Oh, it's like a tax for public broadcasting. In the US, a lot of the public stations are funded by advertisements. We had a good thing going, you son of a b. You could have joined the West as an equal partner. You would have been prosperous and we all would have benefited.
But no, you just had to blow it up.
Pounds and kilograms agreeing on the number 0. Inches and centimeters agreeing on the number 0. And then there's the way temperature is all measured. It's one thing if like most of the numbers are all over the place, but when you can't even agree on 0, that's when you know these measuring systems have a problem. For some reason though, Celsius and Fahrenheit just decided to agree on -40. In Spanish, the suffix ito means small, which hints at the existence of something bigger and greater than a mosquito. The legendary El Mosco. When these things bite you, they literally suck all of your blood. You end up looking just like this. These things are out here just wreaking havoc. Ooh, a 6'4" muscular man from Brussels. Do you speak my language? And here goes that 6'4" man giving a Vegemite sandwich. If you don't know this reference, you will never be allowed into the country of Australia. Pretty sure this song is played there literally 24/7. Email, do not reply to this email. Me replies to the email center. Now I'm literally gonna reply to every single email that asks me not to reply. I'm trying to cause the most chaos imaginable. This could be us, but you playing. Sorry, wrong number. No, let's talk. I don't know who or where you are, but I really want to be friends. Imagine all you need is like a group of 20 of your friends willing to do this, and you can pretty much take over anything. Wisconsin saying, we have 15,000 lakes. 15,000? We only have 11,000, says Minnesota. 11,000? We only have 6,000, says Maine. Maryland, wait, you guys are having lakes? Wait, are you telling me that Maryland literally has 0 lakes? Yes, in fact, Maryland is the only state in all of the US with 0 natural natural lakes. They do have over 100 artificial ones, which serve as largely recreational or for reservoirs, but no natural body of water is large enough to qualify as a lake. Well, how much water do you need to qualify as a lake? A lake is defined as a body of water bigger than 1 acre. Less than that is actually a pond. Okay, I guess if you put it like that, this becomes a little bit more reasonable. Most states in the US actually have less than 250 lakes, and then there's places like Alaska and Florida, which is like the mother of all lakes. Schmake, a bit weird to put a knife in my chest, in it, bruv. Oi, 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 yeah, wanker, what's all this then? Oh, yeah, my accent's so bad. You got a license for getting stabbed? I got me a license for stabbing right here. Well, a license is a license. Sorry, mate, can't interfere. Bit sad, isn't it? Most normal day in the UK, I guess. At least, maybe according to Americans. Welsh people, when somebody remembers they exist. Woo, baby, that's what I've been waiting for. I feel like I mentioned the Welsh a lot of times on this channel, but it is usually just about them being completely forgotten in many cases. No, you can't just sing a song about your country that disses all other countries. Meanwhile, all of Kazakhstan. Is this their national anthem too? Greatest country in the world? Let's just be... Are you serious? Kazakhstan never won. Oh. Wow. Can't argue with that. They're just speaking facts and logic. Oh, of course, it was brought to us by the most famous of Kazakhstanis. The real national anthem for Kazakhstan isn't that bad either, though. The only thing I feel like it's missing is it does need to diss more countries. It makes everything better. Why did Czechoslovenia split up in 1991? The internet doesn't like to say much about it. It's like Czechoslovenia never existed. I guess we can include this in all the other failed states. Austria-Hungary, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, now Czechoslovenia. When does it end? Why can't we just have one union that stays together? This person was bored, so they made a bunch of countries as South Park characters, and not only did they nail it with just like the face, but the overall background, the vibe, the music. Every 5th grader in Sweden has like long flowing blonde hair, and the best part about this, in true South Park fashion, the Canadians have this strange line mouth, and I've never seen anything more British than this. You don't like Andrew Tate because he's a misogynist. I don't like Andrew Tate because he dislikes Serbia. We are not the same. No matter what the reason, it just seems like people find a way to agree on this subject. This is because he's Romanian now, basically. He's in jail in Romania, at least. Countries on if breakfast should be mostly sweet or salty. I think this is the one time the Balkans, Turkey, Visegrad Group, and even the British Isles all agree on something. They say breakfast should be more salty. Meanwhile, the French right here eating, I think that's Fruit Loops. I have to kind of agree with the purple countries. Even though I like a sweet breakfast, oh, it just gives me a stomach ache. Jonah Hill rocks cuffed jeans and shearling boots while shopping in Los Angeles. He looks like Play-Doh, except with another word that I can't use. Yeah, why is Jonah here looking more and more philosophical these days? Maybe he's getting ready to act in a movie as Play-Doh. Most violent English reform, we've decided to abolish human rights. Please don't! Calmest French reform, we've decided to raise the price of gasoline by 1/4 of a penny. Burns a car. It's any chance they get. Literally anything. Macron opens his mouth and then all of a sudden chaos in the streets. And you gotta give the French credit. They're really trying hard to be the last country looking like this. Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and Greek Chads looking at German, British, French, and Dutch Chads. Meanwhile, there's Sweden and Belgium. Honestly, I don't even understand the context for this. Where is this coming from? And why are we bagging on specifically Sweden and Belgium? Why are these two countries coming together? How northern countries see themselves while on vacation in PIGS nations. PIGS is actually an acronym for Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain. Meanwhile, what it's actually like. And can confirm, this is literally anytime I go anywhere. I've probably shaved years off my life because of this. Now we have the meme changed to where it's actually just the British down here is this guy. And yeah, the Nordics, Germany, Italy, Greece all celebrating. It's actually a bit weird coming to Bavaria. My family is 1/12 German, and we seem to keep the traditions more alive than here. It's sad how far Europe has fallen. Meanwhile, this man just trying to protect his kids. Is this how it is literally every Oktoberfest? I'm pretty sure. I've actually heard many Germans complain about Oktoberfest. This is probably why so many tourists. It sounds like pretty much every European country is having to deal with this now. The Americans coming over with Irish heritage or German heritage just doesn't stop. Germans, when you tell them literally the funniest joke imaginable. This is how I imagine literally every German watches my channel. They just sit blank face just trying to process all the information. Normal day in the Czech Republic. I'm excited to finally see what it's like to Oh, alright, this is not really what I imagined, but okay. I mean, I gotta admit, it's close. I just think everyone should be holding a beer, right? Czechs love their beer. The UK will give France nearly £500 million in major push to solve small boat crisis. Expectation, I'm leaving and now I will be getting £350 million a week. Okay, in reality, you're gonna have to pay me $500 million to handle this stuff. Okay. What small boat crisis? March 2022, Ukraine's gonna win Kyiv by April. September 2022, Ukraine's gonna win Donbass by winter. January 2023, Ukraine's gonna win. Can't pronounce that by February. And notice how the map continues to kind of get less and less red over here. Can't wait to see the updates in 2024. Imagine being British, says this US citizen. At least I'm not fat. Meanwhile, all of North America, they're all idiots. Yeah, I know, responds all of the EU. Yeah, I'm fairly confident this is actually how it goes. The US and the British are just like the punching bags of both of these two continents. It's just too easy to make jokes about us. Like, it's low-hanging fruit at this point. That's why I like to mix it up. Let's talk about Greenland or something. The abbreviation for Switzerland being CH, the abbreviation for Austria being A, and finally the abbreviation for Germany being D. Finally, we have found it, guys, the Chad countries. The fact that Switzerland is CH used to confuse me so much, but those letters actually come from the Latin words here. I have seen Switzerland referred to as this before. And of course, Germany has D for Deutschland. The banter of different countries. We could buy you, says Norway, and that is the only way you could ever raise your average IQ, says Sweden. Nobody likes you, says Italy, on purpose, so you stay out of our country, says France. Your beer tastes horrible, says Germany. It's because we don't want you to export it, says Czech Republic. Okay, I literally can't even show you what New Zealand and Australia say to each other. Finally, there's all the Chad countries of the world making fun of the US. No, you guys are so mean. Europeans are so elitist. Americans are among the most oppressed groups, for real. Sometimes we just can't handle it, I guess. Maybe we can dish it out, but we just can't take it. Germany must pay Poland up to 1 trillion reparations, says minister. I'm gonna pay you $100 to frick off. Wait, so is this actually happening? I thought it was just memes. March 8th, 1942, you have freed us, says Indonesia. Oh, I wouldn't say freed, says the Japanese. More like under new management. Yeah, and this management is saying you're freed, but do not resist. I don't know how much Indonesia's gonna like this. Might even be worse than the Dutch. And big thanks to my patrons. Drew, I forgot to kidnap you. Next date is March 19th, 2023 at 6:30
Boy, do I
PM.
love Arby's.
Drew's Eritrean grandma.
Portugal is not
Drew's
Balkans.
Argentinian
$20
grandpa.
is a lot, Drew.
aPhatNarwhal.
Bryton is the
Caleb,
best. The
Mexican
Mexican
760.
good
Jack
old
Traven's annoying
John
friend.
Denver.
Burrito
is
Luxembourg
Portugal.
Lover.
Fresh
Quinn
Taylor.
Taylor.
The
RyeThePie.
Weekend.
The
The
Great
Commonwealth.
Commonwealth. Twickenhamster.
And ZaneyBoi.